In last week's video, we looked at applying a simple mask to our video clip and went over the basic controls. In today's video, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper and take a look at more complex masking by using the draw mask. Hey guys, what's up? This is Serge and welcome back to my channel for another Final Cut Pro tutorial. When applying a mask to a video clip, you're basically selecting a part of an image and cutting the rest of it off, making it transparent. Why would you want to cut off parts of your image? Well, for one, with a duplicate of the same clip layered below your image, you can select and apply an effect to only a specific part of the image. You can also add a title between your layers to make it appear between your subject and the background. You can replace an unwanted part of your clip with a part that better suits your clip, such as replacing an overcast sky with a nice blue sky. You can even clone yourself using a mask. The possibilities are endless. Using a shape mask is a quick and efficient way to mask off a part of a clip if it's a symmetrical shape, anything between an ellipse and a rectangle. But if you have an irregular shape that needs masking, you have to use Final Cut Pro's Draw Mask. Let's take a look at the basic controls in the Draw Mask effect. In the Effects browser, scroll down to the Masks category and drag and drop the Draw Mask effect over your clip. Now in the viewer, click to add a control point. A red dot with a white circle appears where you clicked. Move the pointer over and click again to add another control point. These control points are connected by a straight line. Holding down the Shift key when adding control points will keep your points constrained to 45-degree angles. So if you need your control point directly in line with your last point, holding down the Shift key will keep them in line. When you click and drag a control point, a curved Bezier connection is made between the control points to better match curved shapes. You can add as many control points as necessary for more detailed masks. Clicking the original control point will complete your mask. The area outside your mask shape is filled with solid black, representing the transparent area. Any clip layer below will show through in this area. You can still make adjustments to your mask after it's been closed. Click and drag any control point to reposition it. To reposition two connected control points, click and drag the red line connecting the two. To reposition more than two connected control points, click and drag out a selection box over your control points. The selected points will be signified by a white dot inside the red control point. Click and drag any of the selected control points to reposition the selection. You can also add and delete control points to an existing mask. To add a control point, either option click or double click the edge of a mask. This control point can now be adjusted as necessary by clicking and dragging to reposition it. By default, a Bezier curve will be applied to the control point, but if you need straight lines between the points, click and drag the curve handles towards the original control point. To delete a control point, simply select it and press the delete key on your keyboard. Let's use some of the controls we learned to add a mask to our next clip and use it to replace the hazy background. Since there's two different selections in our clip we need to mask, we first need to duplicate our clip. Hold down the Option key while dragging up to make a copy. Now first, let's use a shape mask to isolate our foreground. You can zoom out on your clip in the viewer if you need to adjust your mask past the edges. Disable the clip below for a better look at your mask. Next, to isolate the hot air balloon, let's apply a draw mask to our bottom clip. In the viewer, start adding control points to trace the outline of the hot air balloon. Zoom in on your clip and add as many control points as necessary to precisely trace the outline. Use the controls we talked about earlier to use straight and curved connection points to closely follow the shape of the balloon. Click on the first control point to close the shape. So now, with the subject of our clip and the foreground isolated, all we need to do is add a suitable background. In the browser, select a background clip and drag and drop it as a bottom layer in your timeline. Use the Transform tool to reposition and resize the bottom clip to fit. And, as a final touch, we can add a little bit of color correction to make the clips look a little more similar. Let's take a look at our clip before and after. The Draw Mask effect can be used on both still images and video clips. Next week, we'll take a look at applying the mask effect to a video clip where the subject moves. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. And make sure to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Cut Pro tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back next week.